the first one here of customers just at 7 a.m. I was right on time. I like that. All right, we're gonna be loading up a bunch of stuff. I've got some stairs cut and saved. We've got the sun coming up over there. Check out this Mossy Limestone we've got saved. Just awesome. Some small chunks, some big chunks. You know, everything we want. For variety, I had those saved about 2 months ago. Last time we met with a customer. So those are great for us there. All right, sounds like I got to pick out a couple more pallets of that Mossy Limestone. So I had a few put aside early on in the season, had our stairs cut, and now what we're gonna do is pick out a couple things of Mossy Limestone. So Wednesday before Thanksgiving, I said we'd be back today to prep for next spring, and that is what we are doing. Man, we've got some sweet stuff here to look at. So let's pick out what we can. Well, happy start of the season. I guess this was going to be project number 1, but it's now project 3. So it's day 1 on project number 3. You saw staging everything here a little bit ago. Well, spring is finally here. I've only got an extra layer on, not 5. This feels so good. The sun is out, the sun is shining. It is the perfect time to start heavy duty construction. By that, I mean, we've got construction crew coming in, we've got a rental machine coming, we've got full tear out. We're doing our thing. I'm so excited. Today, we get to take over a blank canvas. Check that out. Well, it's not blank yet, but we got to turn it into a blank canvas. We're gonna rip out all this old stuff and we're gonna come in and do what we do, which is transform it into a Pond King water garden. So let's take a look at the before footage. Let's see what this is that we're dealing with, and then we'll walk you through our vision once we have it down to 0. So, and look who's here. It's the handyman. What's up, B? Good morning. Good. How are you? Good. You ready? Been thinking about that one all winter? Yeah. Awesome.
Not all winter.
Portions of the winter. All right, well, this is our before. We're gonna start ripping it up. We have to get a little creative with how we're gonna get the water out though. But yeah, this is our large deluxe pondless package. Is gonna fill up this space. We have 2 starting points. We got a rental machine. We're gonna repurpose a lot of these boulders and rip them apart and then come in with our new stuff. I mean, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, and we got stairs. We're gonna be doing a staircase up through there. Really kind of think these are an antiquated idea. They were great when they first started, but what always happens with these is they get very slippery. Even right now, there's no real water on them and it's slippery. They get that moss that grows on them, and you can pressure wash it every year, and by the middle of the summer, they're slippery again. So we kind of think this is an antiquated solution to stairs, so we're gonna get rid of all those, and we're gonna come in with our cut steps, which are already lined up. We've got Mossy Limestone to play with. I mean, man, things are exciting. Things are exciting. So now we just have to move forward the best we can, one step at a time. Here in Minnesota. We're way behind on our cleanings, which means we don't have our normal draining pump with us because we have 2 crews doing cleanings right now. we're gonna do with this is gonna be our large deluxe pondless waterfall, and we're gonna make sure we have a really sweet waterfall coming down into the basin. And then I kind of wanted to do a seating area where we kind of build into the hillside with some of these huge stones, and then we're gonna bring our staircase right through that. So I want to open up this spot so when we're somewhere in this area, we can have a bonfire somewhere about here. We want to make sure we're sitting away from the house, but we want to create some spot so you walk up, there's a seating area about where I am, and it takes you right through up the staircase, but it's going to have you really interacting with this waterfall. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be figuring out our basin, how big the basin needs to be. We're going to figure out our pump housings, where those end up going. And then we're gonna start having a lot of fun, where we start digging our hole and start really getting ready to put this together. So that's what we're up to. Thanks for joining us. All right, so we're gonna have 10 aqua blocks. We got one more back at the shop. Got extensions we're gonna get. So today we're just trying to get this all ready so when tomorrow hits, we have Aiden, and this will be his first time putting the stuff together. I want to make sure we get our 3-inch line out of the 3-inch plumbing supplies tomorrow morning too. So I did do my packages back in the winter of 2021, and I did the calculations that this should be 84 by 56. Well, we just measured it, 84 by 56. Boom. All right, so gonna have these pump housing units in the same spot. We're gonna bring the plumbing pretty much through this backside. I think that'll be the easiest way to hide it. So we'll end up drilling these out so the plumbing can come out both of the back of these, and then we'll take it straight up. But we're not gonna drill these yet because we'll be doing it on the extensions when we have those tomorrow. Got a lot of liner to play with. We've got a lot of good resources, huge boulders, big machine, strong person right there. All right, time to do it. We started digging this hole at about 2:30 when we got back from taking the brush out, maybe 3 actually. Right now it's about 4:30, and we're gonna put down another layer of fabric so we can put everything in here. We'll have to take out some stuff or do a little adjustments tomorrow, so it's not the final, but it's gonna make sure that no one falls in the hole overnight too severely. And then we'll make sure to warn our customers that there's a giant hole in their yard, not to play in the backyard. There's giant spikes and all that stuff too, so we like to warn people to be careful. Well, that's about it for the rest of the day. We're just gonna put the rest of the fabric down, put the aqua blocks in, and then we're gonna clean up and call it a day. Thanks for joining us. It is so good to be back outside. And tomorrow I might only have 1 layer on and not have to wear the sweatshirt. All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. That's the end of day 1. Hey, good morning everyone. It's the start of day 2 here on project number 3 of 2022. I am pumped. Things are going well. Aiden and I met at the shop and we got a bunch of the supplies we needed, and we got here a couple minutes after 8 to find Mr. Handyman already working. Focused on the details, and he is awesome, making sure that the collapsed walls that did fall in get scooped out. Aiden's carrying things, unloading things. Fun. We're working with a 3-inch pump, so we have our converters from 3-inch to 2-inch. Thank you, Lisa from the Pond Company. Always making sure I don't forget things. Getting better and better every year, writing everything down in our processes. But man, she's been a huge help. Got the E50, we're gonna fire that up. We've got our machines, the E20, MT85. Gonna give those guys some love today. Got a dumpster coming on Friday, which is tomorrow morning. So really wanna get our MT85 ready to get this stuff in the dumpster when that gets here. We're just gonna plug away. We're gonna have some fun today. We gotta get creative. We gotta start playing with the stone and coming up with a master plan. So you're gonna wanna watch throughout the day. I'm gonna set up that hyperlapse. I've got an indoor consultation today to talk about what we might be able to do for someone in the winter. So I'm excited for that. Now I gotta run, get the team some supplies, which is gravel, so they can keep moving when I run to that consultation. But these guys are on top of it. They know what they're doing, so I'm excited. Brad knows what he's doing, and he's gonna teach Aiden. So from there, everything's gonna fall in place. We gotta have fun today. right, so one of the versatilities of these machines is that it can hold this rock right where we need it to. I mean, it's gonna lose a little bit of power and sink down a little, but the big thing I really wanted to show was this now. Now we have plenty. When we were doing it earlier, we only had an inch extra from where that gravel is. So if this were to overfill, we'd have a leak there. So we always are very careful with this basin when we do our overlap, the basin liner, the one that goes from the bottom, so that we can really back it up against these boulders and then put dirt against that, so that's never gonna fall in. Because if that's the low spot, right there would be a leaky, the water would just be running out there the whole time. So now we fill it up against that, bam, perfect. All right, well, what a fantastic day two. Not without challenges, but we conquered them all. We got some awesome rock work in. We've got our build up going on. We've got a nice little subtle hill that's gonna go to our staircase. We've got 16 steps to play with. I think we only required 14, but we have plenty of resources to do some cool stuff here. Got some huge boulders in down here. I can't wait to see the water come off of this and roll off of that. It's gonna look fantastic. So I love my team, I love what we get to do, and I love our clients. So thank you for tuning in, and I love you guys for watching us. Thank you. It is really because of our clients that we get to do this for you guys, but it's also because of you guys that we keep pushing forward. So if you like what you're seeing, throw down a comment, hit that subscribe button. It is a free thing you can do that does actually help us, because we're just trying to show the world that water features are fun everywhere. This time it starts right here in Woodbury, Minnesota. I'm Nick the Pond King with Pond King Water Gardens, just showing you that we love what we do for a living by creating living works of art, 1 yard at a time. We'll talk in the morning. Hee hee hee, it's the start of day 3. Aiden, how are you? Are you as filled with glee as I am because it's the start of day 3? Filled with glee?
Yeah.
Day 3? Yeah. I think he hates me. All right, so we've got a couple of challenging areas. This area right here was going to be a hard one, but we got an awesome boulder here. Got a good plan going in place to make sure we're building our way up as we build our way back and out, so we don't lose the ability to use this machine for what it's here for, which is really getting us these far reaches. Right now we've got an awesome boulder strapped that's going to go inside our stream. We're going to do some splitting around that. It's got some really cool moss to it. We've cut into our moss pallets, and so that's what we're up to now. How you guys doing? Things are going great here. We are working on our next tier of waterfalls, so we want this waterfall to be something really cool you can see as you're coming in. It's going to hit that big guy and come forcing its way over this. We've got another spot that's going to feed over, and we're going to get a little white water coming effect off of this side. Right now Brad and I are working on the waterfall, and it's almost lunchtime here, but we're trying to get this kind of perfect spot for the split. So then we'll backfill and we'll get ready for the next waterfall. We're gonna have kind of a dramatic waterfall on the next one, kind of a big one. So it's gonna be cool. I like it. Look at, you got veins popping out of your veins, Aiden. Did you know you had those? I'm just gonna watch you struggle. I'm sorry, you're just awesome. So you might not see too much on the hyperlapse because we've been doing a lot to prep ourselves. That old pond is now in the dumpster. How good is that? We've been staging material, so we took a bunch of our rock off of that pallet and we brought it over here, got it ready. We've got a plan of attack for our waterfall, so now we're just taking a nice 15-minute break, regathering our thoughts, doing a little update for the camera. And then we'll get right back to it. Man, this is going well. I'm having so much fun, and I have a feeling that we'll be using this E50 some more in the future. Lano, you guys have been awesome to us. We can't wait to work with you more in the future. I love when I can text message with people about what's going on and update each other with texting. That's awesome. All right, so that's what we're up to. Thanks, everybody. gonna do it for the end of day 3. What a good day it was. We got so much done. We got our whole old pond, the old stuff just torn out the other day. Today we got it loaded into the dumpster. They'll be picking that up on Monday. We've got a lot of boulders placed today too. We started from basically this point was what we had in there before we started today, and now we've built everything back. We had to build this huge wall, we had to build these frame rocks. Now we'll do some shoreline work. I really want this staircase to be something when you're walking up, you're gonna be looking at this huge waterfall coming off, and it's twisting, and there's so much going on. You might not even take the staircase much because you're gonna be hopping along the rocks on the side here, but it is going well. We'll be back on Monday. That's the end of day 3 on project number 3, 2022. I am Nick the Pond King with Pond King Water Gardens, telling you to hit that subscribe button for us, please. It is a free thing to do, and it does actually help us. It gets the word out there that water features are fun, and that's all we're trying to do. So I'm Nick the Pond King with Pond King Water Gardens, where we're just creating living works of art 1 yard at a time, and we're trying to show the world that water features are fun everywhere. This time it starts right here in Woodbury, Minnesota. That's gonna do it for the end of day 3. Keep watching, guys. This is gonna be fantastic. I love my job. Sponsored by Pond King Water Gardens. Living works of art 1 yard at a time.